Hey everyone, this is Josh from before, and I'm here with McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse, the Joker. This is the Killing Joke version of the Joker, even though they're calling it the Comedian based on his appearance in The Three Jokers. We all know that was inspired by his look from the Killing Joke. And, speaking of the Comedian, I'd say it's about time for some Watchmen figures, right? Especially now that you guys are doing this perfect Rorschach-looking trench coat thing. Just saying. And we've seen a few Joker figures from McFarlane at this point. Some pretty good ones, too, at that. And if you watch a lot of my reviews, you know that I still think this GTO White Knight Joker is one of, if not the best figure that they've done in this whole multiverse line to date. So there's some big shoes to fill, but, I mean, just from an aesthetic standpoint alone, this thing is already shaping up to be a really great figure. I am a bit surprised to be getting this before almost all the rest of the figures from the Three Jokers wave. When they first announced this, there was a bit of a runaround and nobody was sure where we were going to be able to get it. There was a thought for a minute that it was going to be Walmart exclusive. It turned out to be GameStop, and when GameStop has this stuff in stock, they ship it right away. They don't wait for dates or anything. They just ship it. So I'm thrilled to have this here. A bit surprised to be looking at him before the other two Jokers from this wave, but let's just get him out of here and see how he looks. Take a good look at him. Man, he looks really fantastic. Just love the way that these pieces of the jacket jut out, and have some separation here that just gives it a ton of depth. That's really fantastic. These individual little pieces here are nice and soft. This piece of the jacket here, very soft. Like if you'd compare this to like a cape, the Infected Superman is that very thin, very pliable material. Really nice. Just love all these little wrinkles in here and the texture on the jacket. I've seen a little bit, some pieces of glue maybe here and there. It's not terrible, but man, I just love that. Love the way this is wrapped over the pockets of the jacket. Just a great sense of depth there. And I'll try to give you this hat is soft too, that's really fun. Always love you gotta love a good Joker wearing a hat. It's pretty classic. But you can help us get a look at him under there. I can't speak enough at what a brilliant choice it was to include the shadow of the hat in the paint job, and then that he's just got these two little white dots that are kind of like the light reflecting off his eyes underneath that dark hat. If you watch my most recent shelf tour, I talked about it a little bit, how overhead lighting kind of annoys me and it always creates these harsh shadows. And I think it's just really brilliant that they leaned into that. No, they didn't just try to give it a regular paint job that was going to get hit with shadows. They knew that was going to be part of it, so they leaned into it and gave it this really unique effect. Really brilliant. But yeah, this is just great. I mean, the grain of the leather is like scaled and perfectly with the just sort of the size of this figure. Just looks really good. So we've got quite a bit of range in the neck there. That's really great. Man, this guy just looks creepy, and I mean every different way you look at him, he just has this fantastic like sense of attitude. Love how you can see this sort of wavy tie underneath there. Oh, this shoulder just popped out when I pushed it a little bit, but that goes right back in. The reason I was pushing it so far is because these shoulders up here have such a nice give, or they have. So when you move it, it just moves right out of the way and allows the arms to move uninhibited. They tried the best they could to make those bicep cuts as clean as possible. I mean, it's like the above here, that's like the elbows and the biceps are the only significant breaks on the mold, so it stands out a little bit. I mean, they did the best they could. As good of a double jointed range as you could ever want. That's fantastic. Now let's see how his waist, or if he's got any ab movement in here. I mean, I think that it gives a little bit, but that jacket's pretty cinched. So his he does rotate at the waist there. You can see. Am I showing this well enough? So rotation definitely works. A little bit of side to side, but it's going to be pretty stiff in that torso there. There's just a lot of layers of stuff that are getting in the way. But the legs have a lot of, like, below the waist, the jacket has a lot of give, and you can get these legs moving around quite a bit. Double knees, be careful not to pinch that jacket in there, but yeah, I mean, you can't do much better than that. And then they did a really good job of hiding this ball joint. You can see it if you do that, but other than that, it's tucked back up under there, but he still has good movement. A lot of range in those ankles, really nice. And then ditto for the ball joints on the wrists. Yeah, just fantastically hidden ball joints. A lot of times in this Multiverse line, the ball joints end up being really loud, but man, those are just undetectable when you look at it from this far back. Amazing. Really awesome. He comes with this crowbar, which is nice. It's fine. We're getting a lot of crowbars lately. But it is an appropriate accessory for the Joker, and it looks pretty good. It's pretty cool. But the crowbar pales in comparison to this camera that is included, which has got this nice soft strap. A little maybe sloppy Joe on the paint there on the lens of the camera. But it's got some nice little details on there. Man, I almost forgot that this is what cameras used to look like. Pre-digital. And so this strap fits around his neck. Like so. Yeah, that just fits around there really nice. It just feels like it's meant to go on there like that. I just noticed that camera even says Joker on it. Do you see that? So I'm having a tough time getting this hand. This hand is really tight and it's also very stiff. So I'm having a hard time getting it like to grab that camera. Like it looks like it's sculpted like where it could even be, hitting the shutter on it, but I can't, it's really tight and it's not easy to get it wrapped around this camera, which is a little annoying. I'll probably end up playing with that a little bit because I really would like him to be like taking the photo, you know what I mean? Here you can see him next to Hazbat and the Capullo Batman. Looks really great next to these guys. Here he is trying to make amends to some people that he has wronged in the past. And here he is next to some other DC Multiverse Jokers. And once I have the rest of this 3 Jokers wave in hand, then I will do a Joker ranking video. So look forward to that in the future. So there you go. Really dynamite. Just really, really unique and creative. The way they did this this shadow on the face. The sculpt is out of bounds, and the use of this soft material is just the best they've ever done, I think. So there you go, guys. This was on GameStop.com, and not just that, it's already now marked down to $15.99 on GameStop, and it's shipping right now. So scoop this up. This is a must-have, I think. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next one. Bye.